Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Thursday here, and welcome back to our Rome Remastered Rebels campaign. And you join us in northern Italy, where last time the Julii were defeated. Now, I'll be honest, the Brutii are very much hanging around and very much clipping at my heels. They will soon arrive in a bit more force. We did hold them off, though, at Ariminum last time. So, with any luck, we'll be able to continue our progress in this part of the world. But, of course, to do that, we could probably do with just a little bit of money. But in the north, of course, the Britons have fallen. We've got ourselves forces besieging Alessia. That should be a pile of money in the coming turns as well. And hopefully we'll forge a path down south and maybe one day meet up with the rest of our Roman friends. Of course, all these barbarian towns and cities are not very good for training. So we'll probably have to just do what we can in that part of the world. Of course, where we're going to head very, very soon is into battle in Greece, because the Macedonians here have been a bit of back and forth game between Athens and Larissa. We need to just take them out now, head into the city. We do have an agent in there. He might just be able to open the gates if we are lucky. Again, we'll just see how that one plays out. We've got, of course, all of our forces. Oh yeah, they've got all the way over here already, haven't they? We've got the Amazonian chariot women putting Thessalonica over siege at this point. Yeah, again, that's going to be another turn until we can do that. We've got ourselves a little boat. Don't forget about these chaps who popped up over here in the mountains. They're going to head over and just see if we can have a little poke at the likes of Massacre. Tarsus also under siege. That's actually ready to go. So yeah, we're going to get into that very soon indeed. Just about holding on. In this part of the world, the Seleucids are floating around with quite large forces. The Egyptians, well, somehow they didn't quite crack into Jerusalem last time, but don't worry, the Seleucids are here to deal with us immediately afterwards. I think we're kind of just holding on in this part of the world. I'm quite happy to mop up Tarsus and then swing back down, to be honest, because I reckon between this force here and hopefully a sort of backstab poke up here, hopefully we'll be able to deal with all of that nonsense. Let's not forget, actually, we have Carthage as well, don't we? Yes, the money of taking, what was it over here? Yes, Tarsus is going to be important, because we do need the money this turn to make sure we can reinvest it into lots and lots of juicy troops. Troops in Carthage could very well prove useful in attacking the rest of Italy. Not really in a rush to head into Rome, but yeah, the amount of troops, the amount of generals I can get if I can nab the city without those generals taking part in the battle, oh, that could be delicious indeed. So, yeah, we always want to try and grab as many family members as we can whenever we take on a faction and finally defeat them. So we've got to bear that in mind. Thessalonica, it's actually plagued. It doesn't have the plague sign on it, so I guess it's recovering after the plague a few years ago. Okay, I think we will go into battle with Macedonia. But let's start with Tarsus, because this will give us the money and let us know really what we've got to play with moving forward. It's not a huge town, it's only large, but yeah, hopefully it will give us a little bit of money. It's not the weakest place in the world. It's got plenty of hoplites, but we got plenty of archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units of archers. Oh, hopefully we are going to slaughter the game. Yeah, it doesn't really fancy the militia hoplites, but we've still got work to do. 1 unit of archers per militia hoplites, that's plenty. We've got them beat. In we go then. Several rams coming in just to keep them entertained, but to be honest, I probably want to do minimal damage to the walls here. What we are going to do is get the archers straight in for a huge flurry of arrows, and these guys seem to have missed the memo, haven't they? Oh no, it's fine. They're in the original spot. I decided to keep 2 back, and they are not going to fire their arrows straight away. Now, I said last time that the skirmish has been really bad at shooting moving targets like this. Archers are not so much. The archers hopefully will rip these guys to shreds, and unfortunately for them, they've got an awful lot of their men wandering here right towards the gate. So, yeah, we'll just drop these for the time being. That'll be absolutely fine. We'll just focus here on the gate itself. How are we doing with these chaps? Yeah, they're getting slaughtered. This is brilliant. Oh, the AI really does not know what to do. And you could just say this is terrible AI, but honestly, what are they supposed to do? I guess they can all just hide on the plaza, but that doesn't really make much of a difference, does it? No, I don't think so. So I probably should just stop wasting my arrows at this point. Let's just send 1 unit in forward. They can come and clear these guys out. I'm pretty sure they'll break them before too long. We've got 1 more unit left on play. Is that all that's left? think that is all that's left. We've just left piles of militia hoplites scattered across the city. They're just fallen before us. Oh well, this is pretty much the fate we fully expect of any militia hoplites. We'll send them the Eastern Infantry instead, because on this game they're actually, I would say they're almost the better choice. But they 2 units of these fled to peasants last episode, so maybe not. There we are, they've already beaten them. Yeah, the hoplites really aren't doing me so well on this. I know they're always likely to flee, even on the original, but in the end we managed to make them somewhat useful. But the hoplites just really seem awfully weak on this. Anyhow, we're going to move ourselves forward, shoot down the final unit. In come the final group of lads then, and I think East Infantry, are you going to turn back? No, not quite. I'm kind of worried that they're going to run away, but these guys probably will run the moment we hit them with the arrows. So let's just pull these guys back a little bit, let the flaming arrows come in. That should hopefully break them. Then as they turn around off the plaza, and that should be them gone. Wow, they didn't break instantly. Although they did. Unsurprising in many ways. Okay, rinse and repeat, lads. Rinse and repeat. Sadly, we've run out of ammo there, but the last few men have shot down the last chap on the plaza. 4 men lost. We probably lost a few more to our own arrows, to be honest. Yeah, 2 lads managed to get healed from being shot in the back. But there we are, another good victory for us. And with that, the Seleucian gates are under our control, and hopefully we can protect from any attack from the northwest there. Exterminate that. It's not an awful lot of monies, but it's certainly enough for us to make some use of. So we will get a few lads retrained here. Eastern Infantry, probably not the most important place in the world, but I will take what I can. Some militia cav over there. Oh yes, please retrain over there. And that's pretty much all of the money already. Yeah, that's a shame. Do we have anywhere else? Because I can really do with some more men in other parts of the world as well. I don't think we do, you know. That's unfortunate. Oh well, into the next battle then, which is good old Aristarchus over here, a proper name. And with that, we're going to head into quite a young chap. Unfortunately for you, we're going to march the old hedgehog straight at you, and I'm not sure how much it is that you're going to manage to achieve. Let's go. Another day, another withdrawn battle. This is just frustrating at this point. Sadly with that then, there's not an awful lot we can do. I don't really fancy taking on the city with all of that there. What I'm going to do instead is get this boat that just popped up over in the south here. Maybe we'll just go around, take Apollonia, Thermon. Maybe we'll just go over straight to the Brutii with this army. Got some new troops appearing. Maybe we'll be able to make use of them. Not quite sure what the ideal plan over here is going to be, but we've got a fair few boats to potentially utilise. So I reckon, yeah, with an extra few denarii in our pocket at some point soon, we'll hopefully be able to do something with that. Now, what I probably should be doing, rather than spending money on, say, units over here that I can't necessarily afford, is probably spending it here in Corinth. Even if it's just not a peasant, just to hold the town. Could do with sending these guys over to take care of this. At least just go and give some backup, send some men in this direction. Fine. I'm not sure there's a lot more I can do for the time being, so I think it's pretty much a end your turn kind of moment. Very interesting indeed. We've got ourselves a new general, and judging by the map, he's appeared in just the place we want him, in Athens itself. Oh, that's absolutely glorious. He's got himself a lovely set of traits, and the Greeks seem to have, officially I think the term is, royally sodded off. Okay, well that changes the game a little bit, because what are you doing, Pontus? It's a strange place for you to be. Okay, so what are we going to do with this little situation then? Well, I think, sir, you are going to take control of this here army. Now, we're on minus 2,000 because, as ever, we're losing money. But weirdly, the armies over here at Thessalonica have decided to go over to Tomzantium. Not really sure what they plan to do about that, because I'll just take it back, damn it. Now, we have got a fair few rebel armies pop up, I noticed, in the end term. So these guys, to be honest, they might as well just head here. That's about all they can do. They're mostly peasants. They'll probably just lose. As for these guys, what do we have over here? This boat must be really badly hurt. Yeah, it's been attacked by that Armenian fleet a couple of times now. A couple of times it has won, of course, as well. Sadly, I don't think we're going to be able to win that one. That's a little bit annoying. I suppose then we'll just head around the coast. We'll be safe and head off the ship for the time being. Now, Antioch is under siege from the world's largest Seleucid army, which is not ideal, which means my army's kind of trapped up here. I guess I'm going to have to try and break out of that. Damascus is also looking vulnerable, I think is another technical term for it. Although we are getting more and more, as I say, more and more troops. Oh, I don't think I moved these before, did I? More and more troops popping up. Now, they're on a bridge. Probably will still die, but it's something, I suppose. And you chaps, yeah, merge together. Head over there. As I say, troops popping up, which is always welcome, but it does kind of knacker the economy. You can't really rely on the economy as the rebels if you're going to play it my way. And oh, your Vicus Gothy, of course. We did have another rebel unit pop up here, so we're going to have to try. But as ever with these spear warbands, it's always just a little bit irritating, isn't it? Okay. Alessia. It's time to head in here. We can't actually quite join up, but we'll head in anyway. Let's smash this one down. They haven't got anything good in here. Into Alessia we go. Come on, Gaul. Typically, I do tend to avoid too much damage to the walls just because I don't have the money to repair them. But on this occasion, we are just going to smash as many holes as possible and try to get around them because, yeah, they've got packs of swordsmen and warband. And to be honest, this army is, it's not very good, let's be honest. It's pretty much just smashed its way through a few generals so far. And when it comes to actual armies, yeah, we're going to struggle. So I think the best way of doing this is to try and get as many holes as we can in the wall here. You guys grab your ram again. Thank you very much. And smash this part of the wall as well. And I think once we plod over towards this wall over here, that'll be marvellous. As you walk over there, we'll hopefully engage with these chaps and keep them very busy indeed. So we'll just send our infantry forward. Hopefully minimal losses before we actually get into the main fight, because this barbarian warlord, faction leader of course, is going to be painful unless we can absolutely swarm him. So yeah, gates started to open up, but as you might expect, they have of course blocked the entrance point, so we'll just have to get this all set up really. It's a very simple job at this point. We're going to go and get these guys engaged. We're going to smash into these chaps as well. You lads run through here. We're going to get the general through this little extra gate we've just created ourselves. And with that, hopefully, yes, we'll be able to get these guys pinned in position pretty darn quickly. So, General, get yourself through here. We're going to get these lads surrounded. They won't like any of that nonsense. Oh, no, they won't. Yeah, these are swordsmen, so these are going to be the most difficult ones to break. But I suspect once we can hit them on three sides, they will not last very long. That break should hopefully send the next unit to break. And that was a terrible, terrible, terrible charge, if I'm honest, my good sir. But, well, hopefully we're going to get them, are we? Not quite. Now, that general hasn't moved, which is not ideal. They've broken the peasants, as you might well expect. Okay, get my general into over here. Get yourself over here and get the naked fanatics over here as well. That would be absolutely marvellous. They haven't broken as quickly as I wanted, to be honest. Get yourselves over here. Lovely. Speed this up just a little bit. And general, get yourself in there. They won't like being hit in the rear. Apparently they are still eager. They're steady now. You guys, get on the war cry. They've captured the walls. Those guys are broken over there. That's good. Right. So, General, get yourself back over here. Go in for one last charge on those chaps. That's fine. Now, over here, we got these guys coming into that position. I'll tell you what, lads. I'm quite happy for you to run back out of the city. I don't really want to engage the General right this second. Although, I wouldn't mind hitting this guy in the rear, actually. You know what? Let's get these swordsmen. Let's get these barbarian chaps over here. They are all slaughtered. That is marvellous. Yeah, let's get all of these infantry forward into this kind of a position. And if my general wants to get himself out there, thank you, Mr. Good Sir. Oh no, they're running. They're running. They're not doing any of that nonsense. Okay, that's fine. We're going to try and catch them. All Cav, get on him now. Get on them right now. If we can pin them down, then that would be ideal, because I don't really want to take on too much on the plaza. But we might have to at this point, because we're going to struggle to catch up. If we manage to get this just perfect, we can sneak... No, pathfinding! Pathfinding! Go around. Go around. Oh, he's broken. Right, fine, but break this way. Why is he broken that way? All to do is break this way. Oh, well, right, well, at the very least, we've got them kind of where we want them. You get yourselves over here. They're now chasing the wrong unit, so that's just perfect. Looks like he's coming in to take us on. Fine, unit at the front, you need to charge in. You get yourselves into battle as well. We've got ourselves men over on this side of the battle as well. My general he's just a little bit slow getting into position, but that's absolutely fine. General, blow the horn of destiny, charge in just to give us all of the morale that we could possibly ask for. Naked fanatics are now charging in as well. That is absolutely perfect. Close the trap on them. Close the trap. With the general over. Where is my general? Hello. Oh, the Pathfinding's having a good old field day again. There he goes. Bouncy, bouncy. And down he goes. And the peasants aren't really needed, by the way. You're fine. They're all being chopped down in the great circle of death. Beautiful. And with that, we've now got 2 units up on the plaza. 115 warband, 77 swordsmen. Shame we didn't catch them before, but you know what? It's absolutely fine. Before we very stupidly charge in and face them all on the plaza properly, let's just see if we can tease these guys off. A little wander over here. They should hopefully be impetuous. Still taunting. They're actually shaken. They are kind of coming. Wander off. Are they going to come off properly? I think they might, you know. That would be lovely if they did. No, they're going to come back. Okay, well, I guess we'll just charge them then. Get in, my good sirs. Get in there. Slaughter them. True and proper. Get all my peasants in as well. Everyone, I thought I told you all to attack. Attack! Attack with these strange charging positions. Right, General, you pull out of that because I don't want you to die randomly. You probably will. General's going to charge from this side as well. Did nothing as well. Not dead yet. He can dance and he can sing, but can he fight? We'll never know because the pathfinding is absolutely ludicrous. They're all queuing up to fight them. These are truly the British rebels right here. A brilliant queue if ever there was one, but sadly that's not quite the brutal death we're aiming to go for. We should pull out of this, actually. You guys, get yourselves over there. This is a little bit ridiculous right now. Look, we're losing way too many men. They're actually routing because apparently we can't actually attack properly. Although they might just pull them off. And that's actually kind of exactly what we do want. So in some ways, they are the smartest of them all. Right, you guys all walk right. Yeah, blow the horn of destiny. Charge in while they're facing the wrong way. That's perfect. Right, you lads do that. You chaps get back into the battle. And you chaps into those lads. And we'll just see what we can do. Probably lose very badly. But we'll try. We'll try everything we can. Apparently my general's dead. Okay. Well done, my good sir. Was that Aaron? I think that was Aaron. Well done, Aaron. Well, if he's dead, he... Oh! Wait, that... Wait, what? Wait... What was that? Right, I got confused. Right, what happened was this guy died. So I thought, since he's already dead, I might as well throw him into battle. And just use up the heavy cav rather than let the rest of them die. But no, it was this lad that died. And now this lad is actually dead. Okay, well that went well, didn't it? Oh well. More where they came from, I suppose. Might as well use him up properly this time. Can you actually finish the job? Useless bodyguards, what are they doing? And he's failed again. Okay, we can win this, by the way, but somehow this has turned out to be a ludicrously close affair. Right. We're going to pass the baton on to you, my good sir. How did this end up so close? Rome does demand victory, and that was well, that was going really well, and then the plaza happened. I mean, I won't doubt. I can't claim it was all to do with Pathfinder. Pathfinder certainly didn't help that old affair there. I want them all to charge in, pour in one side, try and push them off the plaza with sheer weight. Should have been simple enough to do, but once again, something that doesn't quite work as well as it should have. Serves you right for having 2 A's in your name. Sorry for anyone called Aaron here in the watching this video, but why the 2 A's? Damn it. And with that disaster well and truly over, I think it's time to exterminate the good people of Proto-France. So, burn them to the ground, and with that we might as well destroy a load of their buildings. Yay! So that allows us to train war dogs, apparently, which we can't obviously build. So we're just going to get rid of all of their buildings that we can't make use of. And with that, we will now find that we can. No, spies, diplomats and merchants. We'll just get ourselves a couple of spies out here. Probably one will do, actually. Spies aren't as expensive as they used to be on the original 350s. Probably a fairer price, but what do I know, eh? What do I know? I've just been throwing away my generals all afternoon. So we'll get these lads over here instead. This, of course, was the force up in the north that went and took York, was it? Something like that, anyway. Although they could be a little bit in trouble, especially if there's two generals. That could be a problem. Well, we'll send this bloke and whatever he's got left, to be honest. Who's left alive? This did not end well, did it? It really, really should have gone a lot better than that. But then they all broke like absolute nonsense. Oh well, we'll send some peasants along for the fight. Oh, and we can't retrain these lads, of course, either, can we? No, we can't. So yeah, we'll just send as many peasants as we can just to help. But yeah. With any luck, we'll be able to take out this guy without too many problems. I can see the Germans are now flirting with our territory. We'll just stand over here on the bridge. Gives us a little bit of warning. Oh, the Gauls are here too. Yeah, we're not gonna do too much mopping up, are we? Heroic death, Aaron. It was, I'll be honest, it was a little bit pathetic, if I'm honest. Calpurnius has gained himself some traits, though, so that's nice for him. Whoever he is he this guy over here? He might be. Yes, he survived, so he gained a bit of positivity, which is nice for him. Now, where are we elsewhere? I don't know. These boats can go towards Lemontown. Not an awful lot of interest in there. To be honest, Gaul, France is a little bit of a mess. I kind of find there's a lot of empty space in this area, so I won't worry about that too much. What's probably more interesting is this part of the world. Yeah, Antioch is under siege, so what are we going to do about that? I don't know. What is this force? Let's go have a little look. Let's just Sally. And it's not looking good for us, is it? No. Right, they have themselves... Actually, almost no range. If we have enough infantry to hold a hedgehog... Oh, we don't actually have phalanxes, do we? We only have Eastern infantry. Okay, that could be problematic. Very problematic. I still think we have to go for it, though. Oh, the Seleucids are really, really piling in on this part of the world, aren't they? And we need to make up our minds about what we're doing. I don't know. I wouldn't mind a boat just to kind of run off and sail into the distance. And yeah, these guys are obviously a bit stranded as well. Right, I think what we need to do, probably revolves even around this part of the world. With Thessalonica, what's our next move? I guess to start with, we might as well take on these Pontic chaps. They're in my way, so clear them out, get ourselves onto the boats, shuffle off in this direction. And you don't... Oh, you don't have any movement points, do you? Oh, the rest of... Ah, okay, he's travelled a bit further. Well, we'll send the rest of the army first and foremost over towards Termon. We'll put that under siege. I'd rather face them... Would I rather face them in the field? I don't know. Anyway, we'll put that under siege. We'll send good old Rashkos over. I remember that name being a good one from before. Do we have any mercs? Oh, we do. We have Cretan archers. I think we're going to spend our money on those. And hoplites, well, 850 is an awful lot. I'd rather them not have them, though. I think I've got better places to spend that money at the moment, actually. So we'll pass on that. Although I do need to get some more troops in this part of the world, so we'll continue to hire up what we can in terms of, yeah, the likes of agents and all of this nonsense, because I could do with getting some hoplites over in Sparta as well. And where else do I want my armies? Honestly, I really, really, really need to deal with these Pontic chaps. And to be frank, I don't think it's worth wasting my time worrying about Sardis for the time being. We'll just let them do what they want and we'll come back for it if we need to. So we will get some troops out of there. That's most of my money gone, but at least we're starting to put money in places where we kind of need it. Right, we need to go attack those lads over there at Antioch. I reckon that's important. Also, I suppose we're going to head into Thessalonica And this is the factional leader. It's Antigonos himself. Interesting. Levy pikemen will just shoot them down from a long way away. And reinforcements, simple enough. Let's head in. Straight into battle we go then, and we've got ourselves the ideal approach here. I like this little plaza. That's a good place to shoot them down from, because the Amazon chariot women, as chariots, are rather unwieldy inside the city. So obviously try and catch this reinforcement. Should be somewhere in this area, but of course can't actually see everything just yet. So we'll just run off over here till we got them in our sights. In the meantime, these chaps not quite in range of this tower, are they? Don't think so, no. They're going to get themselves just a tiny bit close, so that should be fine for the arc of their arrows. And then once they get close enough, we'll shoot them down. Hopefully the general won't run out at us. Right, can we find these guys? Are they around? It should be this road, if not the corner, and we haven't seen them yet. Where are you? I want to kill ya. Turns out they are actually very close to the city already, which is a little bit unfortunate. We might miss being able to catch these guys. Just get yourselves in here. We might just have to settle for the arrows. Ah, they don't want to do it right now. They don't want to do it at this moment in time. Well, that's just marvellous. There's no tower at this area to guard them. That's perfect. And meanwhile, we have an opening that works for us. Okay, well, these guys are getting absolutely slaughtered, as you might well imagine. We've got ourselves a skirmish mode to deal with our problems. So yeah, down they go. And they are getting shot to ribbons. Just get yourselves a little bit closer, my good ladies, just to finish them off. That's absolutely fine. You get yourself away from the other tower, just in case. Yeah, we're fine. All right, about one man survived. He didn't survive. All is good. Right, I suppose at this point we better sort of wander back across to the other entrance. Stay well out of the way of these towers, my good ladies. Stay well back, and we'll plod into this gate. This is a classic case of this game's pathfinding is just unbelievably annoying. It's not even so much the pathfinding in this particular case, though. It's just being able to set things out in a city. Like, this grass used to be so much more workable, but alas, not anymore. And whilst I suppose it can be more useful for bottling things up, honestly, I don't really want that. I just want my... why can't I stand on this grass? Why does the grass not exist? So annoying. Anyway, we're going to get ourselves into... What are they doing? What are they doing? We're going to get ourselves into position on this plaza, one way or another. Although, yeah, it's almost impossible to fit these chariots on. It will take me about 10 minutes to set this up. Suddenly feeling very nervous about this. They have themselves a big old pile of heavy cav over here. And whilst it's Greek early cav, which we all know is terrible, this is the remaster, so of course... all heavy cavalry, apart from my generals, of course, all heavy cavalry seems to be ludicrously strong against any kind of spearmen. It's probably a passover of the fact that in Three Kingdoms, infantry basically doesn't exist. You might as well use cavalry most of the time. This is probably a slight hangover of that, to be honest. Infantry is definitely a lot more solid in Rome Total War than it became on later Total War elements. They really should be the core part of an army, even if at the end of the day they're not the part that kind of necessarily wins you the battle, but they're definitely a necessary part, and one that just seems, I don't know, a little bit weaker in this than it should for this particular era. But hey ho, we're going to go on to shoot. I reckon we should have the general just about in range at this point. If we'd like to they're gonna come in at this point. If we'd like to get all these chariot ladies to go off skirmish, that'd probably be ideal. Now, you guys, wait a second, you guys walk right. They're not going to last long. We're going to need to throw the chariot ladies in here, aren't we? I think we are, which is a little bit unfortunate. Okay, we're just going to have to hope that these guys will hold for a tiny amount of time. You try and get into there. Now, how are we doing? What have you done? Wow, we did well. We did very well. I'm quite staggered. There we are. Turns out our infantry are particularly quite impressive. Why we've decided to do this, I don't know. But maybe the arrows of the chariots just did their work there. They might have. They are very, very depleted, aren't they? Yeah, maybe the chariots have just done their job here. They're facing the wrong way. And that is victory. Glorious, glorious victory. Well, anyway, ignore what I said about infantry. The more important point is that chariots are still demonic. In spite of our stop-start affair over here in Greece, we are smashing through a few cities, and oh, that is the money I want. 10,000 for the end turn, but more importantly, 9,000 in the kitty straight away, and that is going to be big for us moving forward. We've got plenty of points for this old army over here. There is nothing they can do. Right, we might as well hire up what we can at this point, and we actually don't have enough slots to hire them all, so we'll leave one of those mercenary peltasts behind, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, get a spy in there. Athens, get yourself a little bit more. We might as well line up a few units or a few rounds worth of units in these towns at this point. Don't click on end turn, Thomas. That's not what we want. Now, over here, where are we in terms of the numbers? 1,800. We're not actually far. Get the farms. All right, that's probably going a bit over the top now, Thomas, but I am excited. We can get governors. Yeah, get the governors Villa and Halicarnassus. That's too much of a core settlement for us. We can get ourselves the port, which is very important indeed. Important! Oh, I am hilarious. Same over here in Sardis, even though I just said we'll sacrifice it, but you know, it's the principle of the matter. Over here, of course, we can get several units. I thought we could get hoplites. I'm sure I gave us that building. Maybe I trashed it at some point. Oh well, we'll get the militia hoplites for now. I don't need to get anything more than that. We can get spies though, which is absolutely marvellous. 2,600. Okay, I may have spent too much of the money already, but we still got to deal with. Oh, no, that's our city. That's our city, Thomas. I should probably change the colour of the Seleucids. They're causing me some minor confusion. We'll just retrain those. We'll get another unit in here. We'll get another unit in here. We'll get another unit in here. Oh, it's all marvellous. Oh, I love having some money. And, of course, we haven't even spent it where we really need to, which is actually in Italy, to be honest. So maybe I'll take the third unit off these lists over here. Maybe just a little bit decadent for the time being. Might as well check what we can do in this town. Interesting, Greek Cav. We don't need that here. We'll get some more hoplites, but that's good to know. Good to know. And then Ariminum, what do we want? More hoplites, please. Although the cavalry wouldn't go too amiss, but yeah, hoplites, I think it has to be. So just, honestly, it's a terrible force, but we probably have to give that one up for the short term. And hello, Gaius the Harsh. You are looking awfully vulnerable over there, aren't you? I think you are. Now, what can we do about you? I reckon if we give you a little poke, you'll run into the boats. Indeed you will. And I reckon we'll just sink the boat. Oh, no, it got away. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping that we'd have enough to go and take them out. Let's grab the 10 over here. Can we see him? We can't quite see him, and now we don't want to merge with them. Just marvellous, isn't it? Okay, we'll do that bit of merging. And he's over there. Okay, at least we know where he is. We can sink him next turn if we need to. Carthage itself, what do we want to do? Retrain as much as we can. And then Iberian infantry, they are better on this, aren't they? I heard they're better. They don't look much better, do they? More long shield. Long shields are the king. They will take out many Romans. Now, as for... hello, Adonable. And you, sir, you're looking problematic as well, aren't you? Okay, well, if nothing else, we'll distract him for a turn. You, sir, poke him. He wants to do this, does he? Well, I don't fancy our chances, but we'll give it a go. Pip, pip, tally-ho. Tally-ho, indeed. It seems they have run away. That's an unusual event on the remaster, isn't it? We probably should have a little poke at Vickers Gothy then. Now we've got a reinforcement force. Best to make use of that, I suppose. So let's sally out, see what we can do. The main thing I obviously need to do is pull these guys out of position, but strangely for the AI, they're actually forming a cornered phalanx. I don't recall them ever doing this on the old game, which is interesting and probably quite sensible behaviour. So I'm going to see if I can just tease them out of position at some point. Maybe some of these peasants can do something. We'll just see how close to the rear of them they can get. These guys are just going to wander closer, a loose formation. I'm going to go with the Flouxman approach here of just get as wide as possible, try and wrap around them. So, no sign of them moving out of formation just yet. We'll see what we can tease out of them. My peasants are incredibly close at this point, and they're still... Well, they're having a little bit of a shuffle, but I don't think they're doing anything particularly mad, are they? No. What are we going to do? They're doing a war cry. They're doing a war cry. At this point, honestly, what is there to do? Let's just see if we can give them a poke in the back. Might just pull one of them away. Right, you now run out of there. That'd be absolutely marvellous. You charge into them. You charge into them. And what's happened? They're routing. Okay, that's good. That's not ideal, actually. Turn around and do something about them. Turn around and do... Okay, that half worked. Half worked. We're in the back of those guys. And, yeah, okay, in the back of them as well. In the back of them. You guys just shuffle over there. It's about as good as we can do. My general's instantly died. That was the best we could do, damn it. You've ruined it all. And they're still facing the wrong way. No, we're gone. And... Oh, well... Oh, the Tree of Victory. Oh, dear. Well, that was an interesting battle, wasn't it? And with that, Vickers Goffey falls. Now, obviously, the handle broke at the exact same moment. We could have at least held it for a few more turns. But that is all. Oh, we don't own the merchants anymore. That's a we do, but they've been kicked away. Okay, the next time we're going to take over the Amber once again. That's a bit strange. I haven't really looked enough into the merchant mechanics, but it's a little bit confusing. Although I didn't really like it at the start of Medieval 2, but in time I grew to like them a bit more. Although, for me, what I've always liked about Total War is that, unlike... I mean, a lot of my Paradox strategy games, but I find there's so much detail. Like Stellaris... Stellaris is a game, it's kind of the exact game I always wanted for years and years and years, and it's so big now. It's really, I don't really know how to approach it. And what I like about Total War is it's kind of kept things simple enough. I mean, it's got more complex in recent years. I mean, I just liked how simple it kind of was in Roman medieval. It's supposed to be about big battles, you know, organise your men on the campaign map, sure, move them around, but I don't want all the politics in Rome 2. I don't want, you know, all of the intricacies of how each planet runs like on Stellaris. No. I want big, fun battles, and I want to send my men around, and I want to make some fun roleplay with my generals. I could go for a touch of Crusader Kings style character development, but aside from that, no. I'd like it good old proper and simple, because I'm an old fart, obviously. But anyhow, I think we are largely down to the end of the turn, which is, of course, you're not this guy, the rest of the army going to move on and face these chaps. Now, do we have any peasants in here? We don't, so I don't know who we're leaving behind. I guess we're going to take most of you, but I would rather take... Actually, no, you're just Eastern Infantry. Yeah, if it was an extra hoplite, I would take the hoplite, but we'll just have to do the best we can with this. What do we have in the city? Peasants, and I can't rearrange... Why can't we rearrange it here on the campaign map? I don't know. This is one of those really irritating... I mean, maybe I'm just missing something, but it kind of does bug me that I can change it on the campaign map, but not here. Or on the battle map, sorry, but not here. Especially as here would change it on the campaign map for me, and I wouldn't need to then rearrange. Anyway, let's just get into battle. What have we got here? 2 generals. This could be the end of our war in the east. Although they're fighting to the death. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I mean, so but every battle for us is fighting to the death. Apparently, we don't know how to spell Alexander, so Anaximander is going to face off against Cletus here, the slack-jawed yokel, of course. They've got 2 units of Scythe chariots. Lord save us. I would say we've got all the archers in the world. We do have all the archers in the world, but we'll have to see if that's enough. Let's go. I forgot that this was a bridge battle. I kind of didn't process that at all, actually. In a way, is that good for us? Well, we've got all the archers in the world. I suppose it is probably good for us. Well, they do have Scythe chariots to send in. Right, well, we have Eastern Infantry. Ahoy. Can they... we haven't got Barbarian Invasion cross-river mechanics, have we? That's not a thing on the remaster, is it? Is it? I don't think it says can swim and all these people, does it? So, I suppose that's not a thing. It doesn't say can swim. Okay, I think we're fine, because Barbarian Invasion bridge battles are a lot more difficult. Okay, I'm going to get myself set for this. I've got all the men in the world, and to be honest, the start of a bridge battle, the main thing is just to get everyone forward. So let's see where we are. They are over there. I don't think there were any other crossings, were there? It didn't look like there were. If I could double click, that would be great, but apparently I can't. I can't just double click on my units, that's something. Right, well, let's get ourselves set up and let's see what we can do. Of course, because they're actually the ones who are defending the bridge here, they are letting us come to them, which in many ways isn't ideal. But do some horse archers, so we'll do a little bit of shooting while we have the chance. We'll just poke out the scythe chariots, see if we can tease them into anything. If nothing else, we'll just hopefully kill one or two of them. Not sure these Greek cav get the idea, but if you're going to run over here, you're going to be in big trouble. Welcome to Archertown. Population, dead cavalry. Oh, that's like when I set the body piercing onto my archers. That just slaughtered the entire unit pretty much in a single volley. I say a single volley, it's like 8 volleys, but we'll ignore that part there. So that's a few of them down. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to just leave a couple of them off for the time being. Let's just say you two just go off for a little while, just to make sure we don't use up all of our ammo. And so we continue to tickle the underbelly of the Seleucids. But of course, as they can't run away, as they're stuck fighting to the death, this is a lovely, lovely situation for us. We are slowly losing time here, but I think we've got plenty to tease this battle out in the way that we want it. So you just pull out now. Where are we with the archers? Oh, they're just in range. Those militia hoplites are in big trouble now. Indeed, that is pretty much going to knacker them, I imagine. Yep, they are pretty much gone immediately. Back to the scythe chariots. And that's another unit pretty much broken. This is some glorious skirmishing here. I absolutely love it. Right, my good cavalry. We are chunking them down so far. They have lost, a good 30% of their men. We've lost just a small handful. A few javelins here or there. Not quite sure how we've lost that many, but apparently we have. Oh, they've gone berserk. They're running amok. I forgot that could happen. Okay, this is magnificent news. Come on, scythe chariots. We weren't so lucky with this last time, but just be careful that nothing happens to my cav in the meantime. But come on, you're going the wrong way. Oh. If they were to run off the battlefield into my reinforcements, that would be quite spectacular, but I don't think it's quite going to happen, sadly. We have hit a few of those bodyguard in the back, though. That's not too bad. Keep on running over here. Shoot them down, pull them in. That'd be marvellous. Come on, pull them back. No, not quite. Let's just keep a vague eye on them. Are they genuinely taking on our reinforcements over there? Can they touch them? I don't think they can. They are actually running through my men. Yeah, they're wavering. They're actually taking on my reinforcements. That's spectacular. Sorry, let me just make sure my men are safe while I enjoy the madness that is currently going on. Okay, this should not be happening. They're not in the battlefield. They're not taking part in the battle. They're on to 58. We've had several of them killed by running amok chariots. That's quite funny, but a little bit rude. A little bit rude, I'll be honest. Okay. Funny, but that should not be happening, game. I'm sorry. I think they've officially left the battlefield, sadly. But ludicrous as that was, we probably should really focus on the rest of the battle. And now, sadly, we are out of horse archer ammo. And why we can't just pass it over from these 8 units, I don't know. But hey-ho, we'll just have to use our archers, and they might get themselves caught out once or twice, but I think, yeah, we'll be fine. Once they decide to run away, there we are. Start shooting them in the back. Start shooting the general from as far away as humanly possible. That's good. We're cutting them down surprisingly well, actually. Not too bad. Keep going. They just don't know what to do they? They are absolutely stuck. One unit at a time, they come in and they get themselves slaughtered. These archers are gaining magnificent amounts of experience. They also feel particularly badass because these guys continuously run just as they arrive at them. Let's get ourselves back here. These guys are almost out of ammo, but not quite. They can keep on trying to tease all these guys ever forward. This is exactly how one should skirmish. It's just a magnificent, magnificent feat. We are really just down to the last few units at this point. How we've got this far, losing almost nothing, I do not know. But I'm very, very pleased about the way this battle is going. They just don't know what to do. I mean, a frontal charge would cause us a lot of problems, but they almost certainly would lose, wouldn't they? They just rout. So we will just send unit after unit forward. Don't run into the water, lads. That would be rather foolish. We've got some decent range over here on the bridge, so we'll just keep shooting them, and very soon that'll be the end of them. At this point, we are just racing across the water. We are hopefully not going to get too caught out by them, but we might do, you know. We'll just have to try and get enough of us around. We're virtually out of ammo, so I just thought we might as well at this point get all of our infantrymen across. Maybe a better angle, because we were going to run out before very long. There's the archers. You guys get yourselves out of there. Yeah, they can't be happy about this. They're wavering. They might be... Yeah, they're broken. They're broken. And with that, archers, yeah, you've got your angle now. You just start shooting in at them. What other archers do we have? There are a few others over here. And finally, yeah, that's victory. Okay, charge them down, all units, run in, no more missiles, don't worry about any of that old chaos, just run them down. Cavalry, get yourselves across the water, charge them. As they run towards our reinforcements, are they going to get magically killed? No, they don't seem to want to run away there. Is the game set for that to happen? I don't know. Okay, well, either way, I mean, that should be happening right now, because there's no reason they should want to flee over here. Can you catch them, please? I would like these guys not to be dead. Well, awfully lovely, aren't they? Awfully polite. Let them go. Let them run off into the fields. And, no, not these lads, these lads. These lads will get to die a painful, painful death. Because apparently we just let them... They're just going to take the city! It's been a strange battle. But a very successful one all the same. Probably because we have Pride Rock looking over the battlefield. That's really a very positive sign indeed. I should have seen this coming as a result. But, yeah, look at that. 97% standing. I don't know actually how we lost those men we did. But 13% remain. And I think they should be wiped out. Technically, they win in 3 minutes. That's an absolute disaster. But they're fleeing. I almost lost that battle. Don't know how. Apparently they inflicted 52. When did they do that? I must have at some point missed some javelins or something. I don't even know. And of course they get to retreat in spite of the fact they clearly had no way of getting away. Yeah, those men who died were clearly the chariots, weren't they? I lost those troops to the chariots. The militia cavalry, they're brand new. I just spent monies on those. That's ridiculous. Oh, well, right, Vickers Coffee was occupied, fine. Okay, that was a very strange battle. I think it's time to end turn. If anything else happens, I don't know that anything else is due to happen. Right, let's end our turn. Turns out the Gauls have plenty to take back Alessia, and we kind of left the walls wide open, didn't we? So I suppose we'll be taking that old defeat. I guess it just means going to burn it down again in a minute. Dear. And someone a breather. Probably didn't fix the walls there either, did we? Come on, get on with it. Anytime. That'd be great. Thank you, Mr. Gauls. No, apparently that one isn't. But, yeah, they are going to take us on in the field. That looks like a ludicrous decision, but they've got 3 generals. We could take out a lot of their family here. That could work for us. Give it a go. This looks like a fairly straight contest here. They've got themselves slightly superior infantry. We've got ourselves more infantry. Slight hill. Not very much of one, but a little bit in our favour, I suppose. They've got themselves a 3rd general, though, which I don't have. So this could be an interesting one. Can I get my druid chanting? That's one of the small advantages I have. Also, obviously, have the numbers. So, as they get themselves ever closer... They're going to do a bit of a chant. Are they going to charge at us? They are moving forward. Okay, get yourselves on to the war cry. Lovely. And we're going to have to make sure we get ourselves a really good charge here as well. We've got a bit of a hill to help out with that. So, best that we do. And if we can avoid them using the war cry, all the better for us. So, you into there, you into there, you into there, you into there, and you into there. Lovely. Now, we're just going to ignore the generals for the time being, but we'll see where they end up, and we'll deploy ours as we feel necessary. So get yourselves in then, charge in, my good sirs, and with any luck these impacts will work in our favour. They are charging into... what are they doing? Okay, you peasants just keep them busy for half a second. This at least looks like the numbers are pouring in our favour. Their generals into here. Fine, get both of our generals into there as well. Pile in! Those peasants are going to get themselves slaughtered. General, you get yourself over here. Cover that flank. That's a barbarian warlord, just the same as you. Blow the horn of destiny! And in we go. Right, you just need to hold up those lads there. We've got them cleared off in that direction. Wrapping them up on this side. That's just what we want to see. Our general is getting himself chopped down. Druids need to get themselves closer to the battle. You need to pull out. Oh, we've got him. We got that guy. That's good. The battle is very much working in our favour at this point. We're trying to chop him down, but we've kind of missed him, so we might as well get in the back of them. They're gone. All the better. Enemy general is routing as well. Chop him down. Chop him down. Have we killed him? Yes, we have. There goes more ghouls. At this point, wrap up the final few men. Our general isn't going to catch theirs, sadly, but we should at least get most of them. I think, how are we doing? Yeah, 2 of the generals are going to get away, but the main guy has been killed. Bit of a shame, but we've taken out the rest of them, and I'm fairly happy with that. Lost a little bit, but not too much. A new day dawns, and sadly we still don't have any money in spite of the 10,000 the game promised us, but I did hear the ding 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 for a candidate. Rashkos wants to get himself a new friend. Why not? Are you going to be stuck outside? Are you just in Athens? That's fine. I wonder if he was going to be stuck outside the old town of Termon there. No, he's not. But Termon does seem very, very empty, doesn't it? Okay, well, I think I know where we are going to start things off next time. The Greeks, how are they doing? They've got Apollonia somehow. They have Syracuse, as far as I'm aware. But I have Carthage. And Carthage, well, once I have some money again, will continue to give me plenty of joy. So we do have Dentipes, of course. That is marvellous news. Nothing too much else of interest. But as for the Gauls, well, I don't quite know what to do about this, because Alessia, yeah, they've got themselves yet more men. If it was all of them, I'd take them out. But they've got Wotocorix of Massilia and Lucatorix, of course, faction heir. But if it's the faction leader and the faction heir, then I might be very tempted to just kill them. But alas, not. What is my best plan? Well, probably first of all, join these two forces together. I'm not sure it's worth taking on all these armies. As I say, I'm not going to be able to retrain them, so perhaps I should just head onto this road, bypass the rest of the Gallic lads, just head further south. Now, as for Summer Breather, if we're going to lose this town, I guess we might as well start smashing up temples and all of that stuff. So we'll just destroy all this stuff. Market. A market is nice, but at this point we're about to lose it. So we'll just knacker the town for the Gauls as much as possible. There are some Spaniards. Lovely news. Nice to meet you, sir. You know what? If you can move just there, then we'll attack you. That would be lovely. Show them who's boss, although they have gone north, which is a little bit annoying. With any luck, there were no men on those ships, because I'd really like to not have to lose all of Britain. Hopefully that will just remain mine for the rest of time. Okay, where are we? Well, I did see some forces wander around this part of the world. We'll just continue to run off over here. Now, oh yes, money. If I have money, I can hire up a few units here to hopefully do what I need to do in this part of the world. So, there is the reinforcement force that I was worried might be around here. They can reach as far as there. I can pull back from there, so that's important to note. Carthage, of course, is training up more and more men. Retium over here, well, we are getting men in as we can. We're repelling the Brutii as we can. We have is that enough to take the town? It might be, although they have reinforcements in the vicinity. I might as well give it a go. It's probably worth it, although that's 2 turns to get in. That is a bit of a shame. Still some more men in this part of the world. They're supposed to go to Vicus Gothy, but that was a bit of a failure. No one's taken Themyscira yet, luckily. And as for my good old favourite Chersonesos, we're going to get there very soon. But sadly, I got my clicks wrong, so we won't get there today. Oh well. These lads on the boat here, they can continue to sweep on down the coast. We'll get ourselves in, well, in reach of the Pontic territory. We're going to have to go at this. Heroic victory. Well, that's good, because there wasn't much more I could do there. But yeah, these guys can plod off in that direction. We'll see what we can do. Next time, we're actually going to finally do something with this damn army over here in Asia Minor. We're going to take on these dudes. We're going to take them out. They got no general, because Mithridates is dead. These chaps are just wandering around aimlessly, much like I am. And as for Amazonian women, well, they could be sweeping down south very soon indeed. Byzantium is going to have to try and hold out, and doesn't look like it's going to manage it, if I'm honest. No. So we'll have to make some money. We'll have to make some money and see what we can do. But in the meantime, plenty still to get on with. We haven't seen much of the Eastern campaign here today. Bit of a lull with the Egyptians. Perhaps we'll see more of that come along very soon. We are starting to gather some randomly large armies in odd parts of the world. But we'll see where that comes to next time. And perhaps we'll see the invasion of Italy. Not too far away, because Greece is looking like we're starting to get on a roll. More troops coming in. More generals coming in, and if there are more mercs on the way as well, then I reckon we'll be smashing for a few of these cities very quickly, because Termon will go down next time. That'll give us the money we need to hopefully push in a few other places. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas. This is To Nerd to Human, and this has been our Rebels campaign on Rome Remastered. Thank you, and bye-bye. That did not go very well at all. Yes, we've broken them. We've broken the peasants. A victory at last. No, that's us fleeing, even against rebel peasants. Why is the hardest battle we've had in the whole game against this group of poxy rebels?